One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars at LaBelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the BYU Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Horned Frogs will kick it off to get us underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cougars offense has the ball first today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make surface-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers. And
there he goes! Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To the air, it's Hillstead. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Makes the grab. It's Ryan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Got room to work. The stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a fourth down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Wants to bring it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Horned Frogs offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Back to throw. It's Hoover. Pulls it in. It's Payne. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. And the Horned Frogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Fires to the middle. Got his man to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Barnes. At the 20, he's got space. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Under fire. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense, you take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Takes a handoff. It's Martin. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. He'll go to the sneak. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch sticks. Breaks into the open. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Got the first down and more. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Finds his man. It's McAllister. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Quarterback on the keeper. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right?
Sophie,
play you practice all week
can you let Gash in, please?
Right here.
Please let Gash in.
Times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive.
Please let Gash in the house.
Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
I said, can you please let Gash in the house? He's knocking.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. BYU,
thank you.
The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Under fire, and here's a fumble way behind the line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Rides the back and leaves it. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Catch in the middle. It's Spockmeyer. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Hillstead. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And you toss the ball to your running back to get him on the edge and try to get some space, but my goodness, there wasn't any space. He broke one tackle, but still wasn't enough. More guys coming after him really fast. They got to give him a little bit more space to do some more damage.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, TCU.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. To throw, it's Hoover. Moving away from pressure. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Barnes. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. And the Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught close to the marker, it's McAllister. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. That makes life really easy on me on second down.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. It would have been a 45-yard field goal attempt from here, but they'll go for it instead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Just over 20 seconds to play before halftime. They'll have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ryan. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. Now on second down. To the air. It's Hillstead. Caught over the middle. It's Ryan. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments.
He lobs one high down the left side. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside Lavelle Edwards Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. They'll run the screen. Quick step and go. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Horned Frogs are marching down the field. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Uncorks it. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but it's been a close one so far. They're up by a field goal over Arkansas. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they just need a few inches for the first down, but they've got 3 receivers spread to the right. Run the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zoned. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. With the catch, it's Hagan. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Trying play action. Right down the middle. He makes a catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Hillstead. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Pressure coming. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. And to go to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Poor starting field position here for this offense. On the run, it's Barnes.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Quarterback making checks. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Got the first down and more. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Handoff from the gun. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Beats it, fires complete. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the fourth quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up with great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Pulls it in. It's Martin. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. BYU right back to the line.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Back to throw. It's Hillstead. The short hands. It's Bachmeyer. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Hagan. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Wants to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
Got it in the middle. It's Roberts. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw for it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try.
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. To the air, it's Hillstead. Trying to barrel in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
The clock is just inside 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time,